one and all to the KOE Nation for our taste test and review of Glenfiddich 15-year aged. I am the devilishly handsome outlaw himself, your king of extreme, Phil KOE, joined by my indomitable broadcast partner,
the one, the only, Tony fucking G. Like, share, subscribe, follow us on all the platforms, audio, video, all of it. Here we go again.
Glenfiddich single malt Scotch whiskey, the Speysides. So this is the Solera Reserve. Our Solera vat is a single malt innovation that marries whiskeys matured in sherry, bourbon, and new oak casks. Always kept at least half full, it creates a harmonious whiskey that gets richer and more complex every year. So sounds like this is a blending process of their different cask maturations, which fascinating.
Okay.
Our Solera system creates a whiskey that's completely unique by marrying 15-year-old whiskeys matured in sherry, bourbon, and new oak casks in our large handcrafted oak Solera vat. Brian Kinsman, our malt master, has created an exceptionally rich, complex, and harmonious malt. Our Solera vat has never been less than half full since we pioneered the system in 1998, giving our Glenfiddich 15-year-old deep and complex layers of warm spice. And I'm not going to say anything more because I don't want to ruin the review for us.
Okay.
But so apparently this is married in a unique cask system that they keep constantly full.
Okay.
So it's kind of a way to, it's kind of like a macro version of people making a forever bottle where they blend everything that they drink. Okay. So this is going to be interesting. So 15-year age, independent family distillers since 1887. Glenfiddich Speysides single malt.
It sounds nothing but amazing.
Yeah.
I'm already in. I'm in.
All right, let's see how this bad boy hits the nose.
Ooh, it's very sweet.
Yeah, there's a honey there.
See, for you to jump to the honey right away, it should signify just how sweet this smells.
Yeah, because I always try to get past even if it's there.
I try to avoid it, but this one's it's undeniable. But it's almost like a honey overtone. There's definitely some bolder flavors underneath that.
Yeah, there's some spiciness there, but
it's you gotta dig. You gotta dig a bit. This is not a overwhelming fragrance.
Yeah, if there's influences of the cask that's been active since 1998, this is going to have a lot of interesting age, just very interesting age process.
I'm trying to pinpoint the fruit. It's not a citrus, is it an apple? I'm leaning towards like a red delicious apple, honestly.
It's funny. It says warm spice, honey, and rich fruit. So
okay.
It doesn't really say which fruits, but yes, there is a. Well, you know what? I think it's time.
I think we find out. Oh, very smooth. Very smooth.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's no burn there. It's gone.
That's like there's
a little tingle left on the tip of your tongue.
Wow, it's a very subtle fragrance, and honestly, it's a very subtle, flavorful. I'm not knocking it in any way, but for me, the flavor was very minimal, and you just got nice Scotch familiarity. Honestly, this might sound strange, but it was almost a flavor on top of like a Cardew.
I knew you were going to say that. Like when you said it was that smooth familiarity, like it.
Yeah, I'm going back to the apple.
Like, yeah, imagine a Cardew with some very interesting cask maturation.
Okay, yeah.
Like that kind of silky smoothness, but with some interesting maturation around it. I could see what you're saying there, but yeah, this is a Speyside, so there's still a little bit of that thickness and smokiness there, but the burn's not there.
No, the burn's not there. Very light smokiness for me, but man, that is a
I can't
smooth.
pick out the fruit, but there is a sweetness there. So
I keep going back to apple. I don't know why. I just it's that crispness of an apple that I keep latching onto. I like that. That is incredibly smooth. Man, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. I like this a lot.
Yeah, this is like a red, ripe, mature apple,
Yeah.
not like sour.
Yeah, no. Red delicious. That's what I keep going back to.
This is nice. This is nice. I could see myself enjoying this in the future.
If I was going to sit around a table or a social gathering, hopefully soon, I would definitely grab this and put it in front of everybody and go, let's all have a drink of this, because this is a social gathering type scotch for me. I think this is one you absolutely could share with other people and really be the life of the party.
So,
conversation scotch, if you will.
Yes. Lubricate the tongue, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to grade this on 4 different scales. We're going to grade this as a single malt.
Okay.
As a scotch, introducing people to scotch. A brown spirit.
Okay.
And then the Shelby, top, middle, bottom.
Okay.
So, as a single malt, what would you grade this, sir?
As a single malt, I'm going to be pretty generous here. I think this is a 4-star single malt. I really like it.
Get out of my head. Get out of my head. I was going to say 4 stars. It is a great 4-star single malt.
It's got the right amount of external flavors, but it's got a base Scotch feel.
Yes.
It sets the mood of a Scotch you expect, but it has the right flavors.
It's getting the most out of its cask maturation process, but
definitely
you feel like it's still giving its proper due to traditional Scotch.
Yeah, absolutely. 100% agree.
So, all right, I agree with you, 4 stars. Now, as a Scotch, just against the entire world of Scotch, introducing someone to Scotch.
This one might be a bit more controversial. I'm going to say 4.25. I would, again, love to pick this one out if I was going to say, hey, you're not real familiar with Scotch. This is a good base Scotch to really introduce somebody to what you're going to get out of a Scotch feel, but flavorful Scotch. I think it's enough. It's not overbearing in any specific way. I think that somebody could really walk into this not knowing what to expect and walk away fulfilled.
4.25.
Yeah,
Scotch. Wow.
I think
you're really liking this stuff.
I do. I like it a lot. I think it would be good in a lot of different settings. I think it's.
I'm going to disagree with you, but only by a little bit.
Okay.
As a Scotch, I'm going to give this 4 stars.
Okay.
This is an excellent introductory Scotch,
Yes.
but at the same time, this is kind of a we're having such a hard time finding the sense because there's a lot there.
Yes.
So there's others that are also excellent Scotches, but this is a great introductory Scotch, and it's a great representation of the type. If you had somebody that's never had Scotch.
Yeah, no.
This is a 4-star to
this
drop
is
in front.
Great for that.
So, here's one you're infamously hard to please. Brown spirits.
Oh boy, this one's hard. I think that the base alcohol, liquor, booze taste is there. There's just enough flavor, but not too much. You could potentially cocktail this if you really wanted to. You could definitely use this as a cook. I wouldn't, again, obviously, but I will give this a 3.5 on brown spirits.
Which is pretty good for you.
Pretty good for me.
As a brown spirit, I really couldn't cocktail this. I'll be honest with you. Like you said, you could, but Why?
I give it that because I think the cocktailing of it is going to add the flavor. This has a good base as the alcohol you put into a cocktail.
Yes, and I'll reconsider that in the future. The one that I'm really wondering about this one is on the rocks.
Yeah.
This one is either going to be great or not.
I think this would, honestly, on the rocks, I feel like this is going to get very diluted.
Yeah. So, all that being said, as a brown spirit, I'm going to give this 3.25.
Okay.
So, excellent Scotch, but it's better in the connoisseur drinking it neat market than it is any of the other spirit world.
Definitely.
So, Tony, the shelving for Glenfiddich, 15-year.
I'm going to keep this in the same vein as the 12, and I was pretty adamant that I would put this on the top if I had the room for it, but it'd probably be better off on the middle, but could easily move up, depending on what else I have on the shelving.
I'm going to agree with you. It could go on the top or the bottom, really, depending on which shelf has the most room.
Yeah.
Like if my top shelf is too full, it's going to go in the middle. If my middle shelf is too full, it's going on the top.
This could even put something else on the bottom if the ladder said so.
Yep.
It's good enough to do that.
Yeah, it's a fine.
Very clean. Very clean.
Yes. So, I'm going to be with you. It could go either place, depending on which one has the least amount of room. So, man, folks, Glenfiddich, 15-year, unique Solera Reserve. Definitely worth a shot. If you are a fan of single malt, if that is the kind of whiskey that excites you, this is the whiskey you want to give a shot. Tony, any last words before we send the audience off?
I'm very impressed. It's a very, very clean finishing Scotch. I would definitely consider picking up a bottle of this. Just curious, retail wise, what are we looking at?
I think this cost me $65.
Very, very fair for what I'm picking up here. Honestly, I think that's a really good price.
Yeah, I mean, considering the quality you're getting, it is good for the money.
Definitely. Yep, I'm probably gonna be looking for this.
All righty, that's a pretty good endorsement for Mr. Irish Whiskey over here. But finished off his dram. So, as I'm known to say around here, all that being said, this has been our review of Glenfiddich 15-year unique Solera Reserve, a marvelous single malt Scotch, one that I recommend you give a shot in the future, folks. This is one that is definitely going to be a mainstay here at Castle K.O.E. and will definitely be here for years into the future. But, folks, please, like, share, subscribe to the K.O.E. Nation. Like, share, subscribe to the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast and all the places you go to get your K.O.E. content. I am the devilishly handsome outlaw himself, your King of Extreme, Phil K.O.E., signing off and handing it off. Tony, it's been fun, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.